Alright, hey everybody, and I hope that you're enjoying your evening so far. And what we're going to be talking about tonight is we'll be getting into chapter 4, and in class we talked about recognizing parts of congruent figures. Now we're going to take it a step farther, and we're going to be talking about how to prove triangles are congruent. One of the ways that we can prove that triangles are congruent is by the side postulate, and we write that as the SSS. And it just says if three sides of one triangle are congruent to three sides of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. So when something's congruent, they use little tick marks. So this side would be congruent to this side. So I could say AB is congruent to DE, and then AC is going to be congruent to DF, and I can also say BC is congruent to EF. So we recognize those by those congruency marks on it. So if it shows that all three sides are congruent, then they're congruent by side. Okay? The next one we want to talk about is the side angle side postulate, and that's wrote as SAS. You'll notice that the sides you write S, angles you write it as an A. That way you're just abbreviating, you're not having to write it all the way out. So what this one says, if two sides of and the included angle of one triangle are congruent to two sides and the included angle of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. And that word included is very important in this part because it kind of makes a sandwich. The angle is squeezed in between those two sides. So here you have a side, you have a side, your angle has to be in between it. So you have side AB is congruent to DE, and side AC is congruent to DF, and then angle A is congruent to angle D. Since this angle is included in it, then the two triangles are congruent by side angle side. Okay, let's do a couple of examples. So we have 4 here, and I'm gonna do like 2 of them, and then I want you to do the other 2 for your assignment. So if you look at angle 1, you always start one direction and work your way around. So like here I have a side, an angle, and a side. So I'm gonna go to my second figure. Okay, start with my 2 tick marks over here, so I'll start over here. So I got side, angle, side. The angle is included between those 2 sides, so this one would be congruent by side, angle, side. Okay. Then we go to this one right here. I'm going to start here. I got side, angle, side, angle, side. This angle is not included in between these 2 triangles, so these 2 triangles are not congruent. Alright, so what I want you to do for your assignment is I want you to tell me how 3 and 4 are congruent, if they are. Look at number 4 very closely because you might have more than one answer. You might. Number 3 could be the same way. So good luck, and if you have any questions, make sure that you write them down and make sure you're taking good notes because I'll be checking for your notes, especially if you're not using Nomia. If you are using Nomia, I'll see that you logged on, but if you look at YouTube, then you need to make sure that you have your notes so you get a grade on it. So have a good rest of your night, and I'll see you tomorrow.